getting crazy around here.
Yeah, if you got all those criminals, I'm sure you could get a lot of video footage.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not catching some of these fucking assholes.
It's just crazy how much shit goes on in these little small towns.
Oh man,
it's freedom, baby. That's
Yeah.
freedom for you. You know. Did you hear about the Venezuelans in Colorado?
No.
Colorado, no.
Ah, right. You know all this stuff that Donald Trump was saying around all these criminals coming out from South America?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Venezuela takes a load of criminals out of its prisons. And it says, right, we will let you go.
Right.
As long as you fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get them up to the border, Mexico and USA, and then they go, it's over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
You have, I mean, it was claimed to be a conspiracy. You actually have it now. These people have got in.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken over whole complexes in Colorado, Denver.
Okay.
Because as soon as they get in, it's a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
So they can do no wrong. So they've gone into Denver. They've broken into gun shops, stolen the guns, and now they're basically in these rented apartment complexes where they get in and then they stop paying any rent.
Yeah.
And then they make sure that they take the rent of everybody else that's in there, so the landlord doesn't get anything.
Wow.
Then when everybody leaves, they bring in more people from Venezuela, from their gang. And it's basically causing absolute, complete bedlam. It's a bit like the Wild West.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard the stories going on where I think it was in LA and in New York, some other places, women are getting, a lot of crime is happening because these people are coming in here and they're criminals. I mean, they're obviously doing criminal things, but if they're setting up like an empire down there in Colorado, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, so the local police don't do anything because they're too scared and they don't have enough people. The FBI says, not to do with us, Gov. This is to do with migrants. Go and see Homeland Security. Homeland Security goes, not to do with us, Gov. Go and see the local police. It just goes round and round and round in a circle and nobody's doing anything about it. Meanwhile, this very, very dangerous gang that is very well known, I can't remember the name of it, they are they are just taking control.
Wow.
It's
That's
a bit
crazy.
like all the old stories of mafia bosses and Harlem or the Bronx or wherever from when I was growing up as a little kid, which basically said to me, I'm never going to America because, I mean, there might be lots of nice areas in America, but I don't know where the border is for the nasty areas. And I like walking around places. And I don't just want to wander into one of these areas.
And the borders between those places have become very, very transparent now. It's moving in everywhere. It's really crazy. I think that what we need, what's going to happen eventually, is going to be vigilantes are going to start doing some things. They're going to be militia's going to have to get
involving
together.
migrant communities.
This is video of a jewelry store heist in nearby Denver, and it shows what police say are alleged members of that gang in action. And this is not the only crime under investigation. Fox 31's Nate Beld is speaking with Aurora's mayor tonight about this issue. He joins us live from the newsroom tonight. Nate.
Hey guys, the Aurora Police Department announced today that it's joining forces with Colorado State Patrol and the Bureau of Investigation to create a special task force to address the city's concerns about Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. APD says the task force's main goal will be to assist agencies around the area by maximizing resources and sharing intelligence in ongoing investigations. Aurora Mayor Mike Kaufman says this task force has been discussed and even put into practice for a time already, and says one of their biggest efforts right now is engaging with and learning from the community.
Certainly, there's a lot of Venezuelans that have been here for a long time, and they're not a part of that recent wave that came over. I mean, they came through sponsorships, and they were completely vetted when they came over. but whatever connections they have within this migrant community, to please urge them to cooperate with law enforcement.
Kaufman says he can't say too much about what the task force exactly will be doing so that there aren't any investigations that will be compromised, but he does say he believes that allocating more resources to this issue is necessary, and he wants his residents to know it is something that he and APD are both taking seriously.
Colorado.
You know that wacko cult? The way that the FBI took them out.
Oh, Waco, yeah.
I think they might have to do the same with this lot.
I'm thinking, like, if things get super heavy like this, when are the actual, militias are going to be like, we got to do something. This is getting out of hand. We got to do something. When are these going to start coming into play? If there are any that have the balls to do something.
Well, I think everybody's turning around going, yeah, well, we'll actually work with these gangs. If the police want to do something about it and the government wants to do something about it, they can do it.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would anybody else?
Yeah.
Why would
nobody
you
wants
get
to risk
involved?
themselves.
You just go, fuck it. No. Yeah, you can have your little area. You can have that. Just don't stomp all over our drugs and our distribution stuff. But you keep on doing that, and don't give us any shit, because then we will come and get you. And then leave it up to the police to fucking do it, and see what they do. Because they'll be quite happy to have half the police force taken out and the FBI taken out.
It'll be interesting. See what happens.
Especially under this current type of environment that we're in, all this socialist, empathic, everybody's oh so nice to everybody else. Oh yeah, right, yeah. No borders. I'm a super empath. Just let everybody in. They're lovely people. You fucking moron.
Right.
Talk about, I mean, this has just been the biggest set of gaslighting for the longest period of time. And it's all on the basis of, you let a bunch of empaths build a society and it will fucking fall apart, because they can't handle the nasty shit that comes in. Right. And the thing about the nasty shit that comes in is they've all been brought up in these single mom households and with feminist teachers, super empaths, and the college lecturers and whatever. They've all been taught how to blend into society perfectly so that they don't appear to do anything wrong. They know how to talk all the time in a way that does the right things and triggers the right emotions, because they've not had any blokes in their lives. And suddenly they just snap. And when they decide that they're going to do something, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked. This is why we've got our fucking stupid knife gangs all around in London and Birmingham. It's just fucking
If
crazy.
you don't have a father to teach them how to be a man, they're going to take over the mother, because they're going to find them weak, because they become that man now. They want to take over. So they manipulate everybody in their household, probably.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Because
most of the time when you have somebody,
think they'll move away.
Mother, they'll take over the house.
They sort of move away from it, so they will protect their family, and they won't treat their family bad. But anybody else that crosses them or says anything about anything to do with their family, that's a knifing offense.
Oh, when it comes to that, certain people are like that. The mob type, definitely.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is the way that the world is going, because we have given the keys to the kingdom to these fucking stupid, creepy, shitty people who do not understand the world is a dangerous place. And if you just open your doors to everybody, you're inviting that in.
Definitely.
None of them have been told any of this. Open borders. Super Marxist feminist culture. We're all one global family. Everybody's equal. Everyone has rights. Everybody's lovely.
Happening. I wonder if they have, like, they got it's got to be some type of manipulation of the people, because it's obviously what's going on is obviously what's happening. So what's the mentality of these people that are in charge? It boggles my mind to how they think.
It's straight gaslighting, and they think
Yeah.
like that because they've converted the mother in the
Populace.
family. Everybody's equal, everybody's nice. We're going to teach them how to be nice people, despite the fact all the evidence is that the vast majority of people who are in prisons have been brought up in these single mom households in that exact environment. It's like the evidence is there, but nobody acknowledges it. Nobody's prepared to do anything about it. And it's all these psychotic, narcissistic wankers that are now in fucking power.
Mm-hmm. Crazy right now.
Absolutely fucking crazy.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know where to think on that stuff, man. It's just everything that's happening. Like you said, it's just so out of whack.
Everything's out of whack, Vee. Everything.
Might as well let the bombs drop and start over again.
Well, that's it. We are heading back to the Wild West.
Yeah.
Complete Wild West with people who actually come from really difficult backgrounds that have no qualms in chopping your head off with a machete.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or using a gun if you just look at them.
Mm-hmm. Look at them funny. They call it mad dog. You mad dogging me?
Yeah.
Yep. I seen people get chased, beat just because they looked at somebody funny back in the hood. Yeah. That was like a big thing. Mad dogging or fronting.
You talking to me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Looking at me, talking to me. Who you looking at like that? You know? Although it's always like when I was a kid, it's like the Wild West. When I was a kid growing up, it was like, where you from? Like 3 times on the way to school. Where you from? What state you claim? Where you from? Like, Jesus Christ. It's like a showdown, every fucking morning. And it seems to be just getting out of hand now.